Hey folks, I'm Captain English Glover and I grew up in South Carolina. I spent a lot of time down in the low country and along the coast, and I'm in Georgetown County. Going to show you exactly what I enjoyed about hunting and fishing growing up here. We're going to have a great time. This is Let's Fish TV and we're on the air right now.
That is a fish.
Oh man, look at this. It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southwest region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Hey folks, I'm Captain E, your Carolinas reporter, but this week I'm sitting in for Barry and I'm going to be hosting this episode as he takes a well-deserved week off. We're going to be taking the Blazer Bay 2420 out to our Georgetown jetties here, located in the beautiful low country of South Carolina. This is my home waters and I'm so proud to take you out. We've got an incredible sheep's head fishery here a couple times of the year. It gets a lot better than normal. This is one of those. You're going to be joining us as we head out to the Georgetown jetties. And while we're out on the water today, our Let's Fish Inside reporters are going to bring you all the reports from your home waters. Freshwater, saltwater, it doesn't matter. We'll have it all covered in today's episode. All right, folks, we're going to take the Blazer Bay 2420 to the jetties. Next time you see us, hope we've got a huge sheep's head hooked up onto the end of the rod. For now, let's go back to the studio for your weekend planner.
Hello everyone, these Solunar tables are predicting good game fish activity Saturday and fair activity on Sunday. Look for those prime daytime hours to begin around early afternoon at 1:07 Saturday and 2:14 on Sunday, with nighttime action kicking off at 12:27 Saturday and 1:32 on Sunday. Depending on where you are, expect the sun to rise around 7:33 and set around 6:51. This weekend we'll have a new moon. We're coming right back with fishing reports from throughout the area. Plus, I'll return with catfishing expert Chad Ferguson on this week's Ask the Pro feature. Stick with us.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Bobby Garland Crappie Baits and the original Baby Shad and new slab Huntar Minnow. Glacier Glove. Stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades. Balls Out. Made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders. And by Camus Boats. Tomorrow's tournament boat today.
He saw that fiddler crab come through. That's a nice 4-pounder. I mean, these fish are really thick, as you can tell. They got a lot of meat on them. There we go. There we go. I tell you what. This tide is just getting perfect right now. Starting to get down below the rocks here and starting to get that area of cleaner water coming through the rocks, which really sets these sheep's head up perfect for what we're trying to get. Yeah, that's a nice fish there. Real nice. Let's see if I can get him up here in this current. Come on, baby. As you can see, this current is pretty good. Get in there. There we go. All right, there's a good sheep's head here. Now he engulfed that fiddler crab soon as it hit the water. He was sitting there feeding, just traveling right along these rocks, which is what they do. You know, they're eating barnacles and different things right off the side of the rocks. And he saw that fiddler crab come through. That's a nice 4-pounder. I mean, these fish are really thick, as you can tell. They got a lot of meat on them. And then obviously you can see where they get the name sheep's head from. But they are, you know, known as little convicts. The stripes there obviously matching a suit you would see at the local jail because they're so good at stealing baits. We'll go ahead and get him back. There we go. So where we are right now, you know, the Georgetown jetties here, right outside of Winyah Bay, incredible fishery here. And I've said it in my reports in the past couple years. The cool thing about Winyah Bay is we've had the Bassmasters Elite Series here. We have the IFA Redfish Tour, all leaving from the same ramp. It's an incredible fishery. 5 big rivers flowing into here. But Georgetown is a great little city here in the low country, and an incredible amount of Great spots to get out and go fishing, like the jetties here at Georgetown that hold so many different species of fish. I would love today to catch a bunch of trout, redfish, black drum, sheep's head. Who knows when you're out here? And that's the great thing about coming to the jetties. There's so much to catch out here, but we're gonna get back to fishing.
Not too far from downtown Tulsa is beautiful Skiatook Lake. Gorgeous body of water. It's got some depth. The water's clear, lots of rocky shorelines. Probably best known for its hybrid and smallmouth bass fishing, but can also serve up some really good largemouth and crappie fishing as well. Now, over the past several years, the lake has been down quite a bit. Over the last couple of years, it has come back up above normal, back to normal. Now it's back down about 4 feet, but it's setting up perfectly for some fine fall fishing. Local angler Gary Freeney has been out both for crappie and smallmouth bass fishing recently. He said he's having his best success for crappie, 9 to 12 foot deep over brush piles. Best bait, best color has been the Bobby Garland Baby Shad in Pink Lemonade, which should be a great clear water color. Smallmouth bass fishing, he said he's starting to catch them again now on shallow running crankbaits, catching them on soft plastics, weedless finesse rigs, and then also said that on any given day, whether you have a combination of cloud and or wind helps determine whether or not those fish are going to be shallow or deep. Gary also said there's starting to be some good schooling activity in midday in front of the dam for hybrids and bass, so you might want to check that out as well. Lake traffic is starting to subside now. Might be a really good time to put this lake on your destination for some quality fall fishing, but you can't catch them if you don't go.
There we go. Oh yeah, oh, I love when they pull back. I love when they start trying to go the other way. And probably what he's trying to do is head back through those jetty rocks right there. And you know, they get staged up right here and set up. I was talking earlier about the tide. What they're here for is they got a great food source. It's like a big row of buffet. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. All right, let's get the net over here. We'll get you in and talk about a, look at that. Oh, come on, come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. That's a chunk of dunk right there. That one right there is every bit of 5 to 6 pounds. Get the hook out. And you know, what we're doing is fishing right here on these jetties. And the reason is this time of the year, and you know, a couple times of the year, June and July are great times to get out here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave him to hook. June and July are great times. October, September, also really good. Those fish really stage up around these rocks. They've got great buffet going on here. And what they're eating, barnacles, anything that gets pushed out of these rivers and comes along and gets attached to these rocks, they're feeding on them. Of course, those teeth, that's what they're there for. So they can eat on all kinds of stuff. We'll put him back, but so what we're doing is obviously fishing right here on top of the jetties, right on the side of the jetties, working our bait out of it because they're in there feeding on the barnacles. The other things they feed on are obviously barnacles, fiddlers like we're using today, and shrimp as well. But those get pushed up in there and the sheep's head can just sit there and they just run right around on top of these rocks, chewing away, looking for meals, and we're trying to get that bait to come right down in front of their face off the rocks. We'll get tangled up from time to time and hung up in it, but it's worth it. You've got to be fishing in the rocks to catch the fish right here. We're at the Georgetown jetties in Winyaw Bay, and the big sheeps are biting. Look at there.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more fishing tips, how-to videos, big fish catches, and full episodes of our Let's Fish TV show, be sure to subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Good fishing out there.
Go. Oh, another one with some good backbone to him. Going the other way. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one does not want to come in. Look at that. Oh, boy, this is, I mean, if you can't have fun doing this, I tell you. But it is a lot of work, and you go through a lot of rigs, but wow. Here we go. All right. Smart thing to do. There we go. How easy is that? There you go. Wow, what another nice one. Wow. We are at the Georgetown jetties in Winyah Bay, and the big sheeps are biting. Look at there. I'll tell you what, real quick, I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm catching these fish and exactly some big keys to it. First and foremost is making that perfect cast and getting the bait to go through the right spot. These are China back crabs, also known as, and more well known as, fiddler crabs. And they do have a claw there on some of them, and they will get you with that. But as you see, I'm coming through that back leg right here, and I'll just come right barely into there as soft as I can, and then just barely try to get that hook to come out the other side just without tearing the shell up. That's perfect right there. All right, and again, what I'm trying to do is get this bait to come across these rocks. As it's hitting this current, these fish are in the rocks, but they're also right outside. So I'm gonna throw in here, and I've got 2 rocks that I've caught some fish off of. I'm gonna try and throw right between them there, and I'm just keeping tension on it, and just dragging it right across the top of that rock right there. Just dragging it, and then what I'll do is let the current do the rest. The current's gonna push it. It's gonna push it through there and let it go to the ledge, and then I'll give it a little slack every now and then and just let it fall, and then I'll pull tight, and if I feel anything remotely close to a bite, like what I'm getting right now, I'll set the hook. Oh gosh, dog it. And like I said, they will get the best of you. Look, they will get the best of you. They just grab it, crush it. So, hey, I'm gonna get baited back up. Let's try this again.
Hi everybody, this week's Lone Star Lakes is brought to you once again by the good folks at Skeleton Optics. Family-owned business, veteran-owned business, and glass lenses by Zeiss. Don't forget your discount code, Lone Star 20. Now this week we're gonna start with crappie, and we're gonna go to Cedar Creek, where you can catch them just about any way you want to. You say you like going to the bridges and anchoring up and dropping some minnows or jigs down along the bridge pilings? Do that, you'll catch some crappie. You like to go find brush piles and drop your minnows and jigs over the top of those? That's fine as well. Check all of your main lake points. They almost all have brush piles. You'll do a little scouting with your electronics, find a brush pile or 2, and drop down on top of them. And if you like to go to your boat docks and shoot those jigs up under those docks, you can certainly do that at Cedar Creek right now as well, and you'll catch some fish. Now, the full moon means we're gonna have a shad spawn, and that means that a lot of fish are gonna move shallow, including the blue catfish. And if you want big blue cats, it's probably not a better lake than Lake Texoma. Get up around the dam, get up around the creek arms, around the mouths of the creeks and the ledges, and when you see those shad up shallow, you know the catfish are nearby. Use cut bait for best results on those big blue cats. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by Skeleton Optics. You really can see the difference. Check us out on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder, Lose, Feel the Difference, and by Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Get our free fishing guide at orangebeach.com.
There's your old sheep's head. Welcome to my backyard, Georgetown, South Carolina. I tell you what, again, there we go. I tell you what, you know, I love bringing you guys to my backyard here in Georgetown County, and so much history in Georgetown. Oh yeah, another good sheep's there. So much history in Georgetown here. First off, you know, the 2nd oldest town in South Carolina. All right, let's try this net thing again here. Let's let the fish swim to the net. But I mean, Georgetown and the history that it has here, from the rice fields that are just miles and miles of rice fields, south and inland, along the Waccamaw and the Petey rivers. It's just incredible here. And then the history and all the water here. All right, come on, buddy. I'm gonna let you swim backwards into me. Come on. There we go. There we go, another good eating convict. Let's get him on the deck and keep him there. Get him out of here. You know, let's put this rod down here so we're not throwing that beautiful lose inshore back in the water here. We'll throw this nice sheep's head, which I know a lot of people would love to eat this thing. They are really, really, really good table fare. There we go. There's your old sheep's head. Welcome to my backyard, Georgetown, South Carolina. I tell you what, again, incredible history here. This town is the second oldest town in South Carolina. Moving forward, Tom Yawkey, the owner of Boston Red Sox, came down, invested a lot of money in some of the plantations and the property here. He has given that back to a preserve. We got incredible areas that will never get touched. They can't be hunted, they can't be fished, but they're protected and they're beautiful areas, North Island and South Island. Right across from North Island is the Harvest Moon, a Civil War ship, a steamship that came aground years and years ago, and you can actually still see the smokestacks as you come by Fraser Point, located in the Winyaw Bay area. You can see the smokestack about half tide on the falling tide. You can see that, and also the beautiful lighthouse out on North Island here, the Georgetown Lighthouse, which is not open for touring anymore because of the condition that it's in, but you're more than welcome to pull your boat up on the beach, get out, look for some seashells, and go up and check out this incredible lighthouse that is such a huge part of the history here in South Carolina. Come on down in and visit Georgetown County. I tell you what, we'll get you out there in the water. You can do exactly what we're doing here.
Hi everyone, Captain Greg Verma here with this week's Texas Coastal Fishing Report. Hey, let's get it started way down south at Port Mansfield. Captain Wayne Davis just told me that despite northerly winds and very high tides, hey, the fishing has been very good for speckled trout and redfish. He said start off early on the flats in knee to thigh deep water and throw your small top waters and hang on. Very nice specks and reds are being caught. Now Captain Wayne says when the flat bite slows down, hey, find you 5 to 6 foot of water and tie on your K-Wiggler in the punch metal flake with a 1/4 ounce lead head and you're gonna get them. Also, it's that time of year in Port Mansfield and the flounder are showing up near the East Cut. Now, let's move up the coast a bit to Baffin Bay. I just got off the phone with Captain Chris Elliott and he is also battling high tides which scatter the fish. Now with that being said, those high tides do not bother the bull red bite and they are being caught all along the ICW. Also with the water temps falling each day, more flounder are showing up. Hey, good numbers of flatfish are being caught along the spoil banks that are adjacent to the drop-off. Captain Chris says if you catch one flounder, hey, slow down and work the area very thorough. Most likely there are more flounder in that same area. Hey, remember, if you want to get in on some fall fishing here in Galveston or Freeport, hey, give me a call, check out our websites. I'd love to have you aboard. I'm Captain Greg Verma, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, no. He doesn't want to come this way. He wants to go the other way. I'm telling you, sheep's head fishing is just so much fun. And as long as you're patient and can take your time. Oh, this is one of our better black drum that we'll have here. You know, it's no giant, but this one's probably about 21 inches. And then in this current, he is wearing me out. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come play with us. Come play with us. But that is exactly what you expect here at the jetties. You're gonna catch any number, especially when you're throwing fiddler crabs or shrimp, anything like that. You catch any number of fish from a black drum to a red fish, and then obviously a sheep's head. There we go, get on in there, all right. And he's no monster black drum. This is a good eater right here. Probably about 18, 19 inches, and with our slot size of 14 to 27 inches, they taste good. I love the half shell, just like I do with the sheep's head. Just cut them, leave the skin on, throw them on the grill. But this one's lucky, we're gonna let him go.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free WAYPOINT TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by MotorGuide's Tour Pro, cable steer motor with GPS anchor, WAYPOINT Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist, Strike King, Taiwan On, and by Low Boats. Welcome to Low Country.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get straight to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Boston wants to know, what color fishing line should I use for catfish? For an answer, we asked catfishing expert Chad Ferguson.
Catfish aren't line shy like many other species of fish where you need to use fluorocarbon or other fishing lines that claim to disappear in the water. They can see a lot better than many people think they can, but they're not line shy at all. Most catfishing techniques will use multiple fishing rods. It's not uncommon for me to fish with as many as 12 fishing rods at a time. It's very rare they'll use less than 6. And catfish don't always bite where they just grab the rod and pull down. It's very common for them to grab the line and swim sideways or grab the bait and swim towards the boat. When you're fishing with multiple fishing rods or just one, you really want to be able to see those bites where they don't just do that traditional grab and pull the end of the fishing rod down. So I like high visibility fishing line like this bright orange line, so I can really see what's going on. I can tell where my spacing is with those multiple fishing rods, and then I can detect those bites when those fish run sideways or pick it up and swim towards the boat. So some sort of high visibility fishing line, bright orange, bright yellow, something in that color scheme is going to be your best option for a line color for catfish.
Thank you so much, Chad, for those wonderful catfishing tips. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply just go to letsfishtv.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
All right, folks, we've got the Blazer bait back on the trailer. We've made it back here to the beautiful Inlet Sports Lodge, and it's time for this week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest. This week's winner is Kyle Camp of Rain, Louisiana, with a 45-inch redfish caught on Lake Calcasieu, Louisiana. If you would like a chance to be our next winner, all you have to do is go to our website at letsfishtv.com. Go to the Big Catch of the Week area and follow the instructions to send us your photo. Or go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/letsfishtv. Look for our Tuesday Big Catch winner post, follow the instructions, and give us all the details of your catch, and you could be our next winner.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The rod and reel setup we used today was the perfect one to use for these sheep's head. It's the Lew's Inshore Speed Stick rod paired with the Lew's Custom Inshore Speed spinning reel. It's a 7.5 foot medium heavy action rod, and the reel has the drag system and the guts to stand up to saltwater species like redfish, speckled trout, flounder, and yes, even these big old sheep's head. All right, y'all, it's been my pleasure to host this week's episode, and I want to tell you real quick, if you want to come down and do exactly what we did today, my good buddy Kevin Grant of Pawleys Island Guide Service, and all the information's right up here, can get you out on the water and have a great day doing exactly what I did today on the waters here in Georgetown, South Carolina. Also, if you're looking to come down and stay, a outdoorsman's paradise is Inlet Sports Lodge, located right here in Murrells Inlet. They've got incredible rooms, a beautiful lobby, great food at the restaurant next door, and located within walking distance to the Marsh Walk. We've got fish cleaning stations and everything else. We'll put all that information up so you can find out more about the Inlet Sports Lodge and come down and stay here as well. Folks, it has been my pleasure to sit in this week and share my waters with you as the host in front of the camera. Next week, I'll be back in the Southeast bringing you all your Carolinas reports. Until then, remember this, work smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.